I am your success coach. And every day when we come on here, we have two goals. That's right. Every day when we come on here, Monday through Friday from 12 to 2, we have a goal, two goals. The first goal is to create a sense of connectedness and community where we support each other, we love on each other, and we work really, really hard to create a safe space for you to be able to become the best version of yourself. We also have a discussion. We have a topic that we discuss every single day that is empowering and impactful at some meaningful level. And it's always going to be grounded in some spiritual tradition, in metaphysics and quantum mechanics, universal law, and some psychology too. So welcome and so glad to have you. Listen, if y'all are ready to kick today off, if you're ready to kick today's topic off and discover what it is, put ready in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Put ready in the chat. All right, good, good, good. Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Monique. Let's go. Let's go. Today's topic is a good one, and it's one that when I do my hypnosis sessions, when I begin a program with someone or I'm crafting a program, quite often I have found that it is a running theme that constantly goes, and it continues to show up over and over again. And because it continues to show up, I thought it would make really, really good sense to have a conversation about this topic. Many of my Oasis Mind Spa members, you already know what I'm talking about. It typically is the first session that we're going to have. And it's a battle that we face every single day. Hey, Nikki, good to see you in here. It is a battle that we continue to have every single day. Thank you, Fine Wine, for the roses. I truly appreciate you. And it is a challenging one. It is a challenging one, but it's a topic that I thought would make so much sense for us. And the theme is quieting the inner war. Oh no, you good, Nikki. You good to go. Just turn your late slip in Fine Wine. We good to go. Quieting the inner war. How to stop fighting yourself and start leading yourself. The inner war. The inner war that I'm talking about is this inner dialogue that we have. This dialogue, both internal and external, where the battle is between who you are in the present moment and who you're becoming. It is the old version of you and all of its stories. It's the old version of you, all of its stories, and the new version of you that's evolving. And there's this constant back and forth dialogue. Hey, Elise, good to see you on. Good to see you on. There's there is this dialogue and this battle that goes back and forth. There's this battle that goes back and forth about what it is that we are right now in this moment, what we've been, and where it is that we're going. So in order to become the best version of ourselves, it's hard while that internal noise is going on. Anybody ever feel overwhelmed or have felt overwhelmed by the internal dialogue, the negative stuff that just keeps flourishing in their head? Anybody ever wrestle with that? Me, Tamara. Anybody else wrestle with the noise in your head all the time? All the time. Thank you. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, Nikki. And so today I want to begin our discussion on quieting that noise, quieting that inner war between you. And so most people really are exhausted not from life. Really. When you feel tired, when you feel worn out, you feel drained, most of you are not really exhausted from life itself, but from the internal arguments that are rehearsing in your head every single day. And so that's the good angel and the bad angel, the old you versus the new you. you're setting new standards and new boundaries for yourself. And so we wrestle with this over and over and over and over. The Spider Kid, that's not today's conversation, but maybe one day when we come back in here, we definitely will address it. But it is definitely something that can be addressed. But thank you for your question, okay? All right. The old me is shedding every day. Sometimes you have to shake that part off. But during the process while you are shedding, that internal dialogue sometimes can get so loud. It can become so debilitating. This space literally becomes a soft place to land, a place where the mind learns that peace is not passive, but powerful. And so we use it as a tool to begin to quiet the mind. So if y'all are ready to just jump right into our conversation, if you're ready to jump right into our conversation, put one in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Put one in the chat. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right, negative thoughts can take over. Yes, thank you, Dina. You're absolutely right. And the noise can get so loud that you can't sleep at night. Anybody know about not being able to sleep at night because the noise, that internal dialogue is so loud. It's so loud. Yes, and it can make you sick. So the inner war becomes loud whenever the subconscious mind carries old programming that contradicts the identity you are trying to grow into. I'm going to say that again. Right, it's hard to shut down. And thank you. As you all, and as we have any newbies come into the room, let us know that you're a newbie so that we can love on you. And that's both on YouTube and here on TikTok. We're broadcasting simultaneously. If you are a newbie, just let us know by simply putting newbie in the chat if we haven't acknowledged you already, so that we can love on you. So again, the inner war becomes loud. It becomes very loud whenever the subconscious mind carries old programming. And your subconscious mind does carry old programming, but here's the key: old programming that contradicts the identity you're trying to grow into. Because every day in every way, we're looking to become better and better. Every day, in every way, you and I are trying to become better. So, I understand what that means, struggling with life. New to some, old to you. And so as you're trying to do that, wanting abundance while subconsciously identifying with lack. So that's the old programming, still running on a program. That's the old mind, the old self, still running on the old programming of lack, want, need, and scarcity. But you've made a decision that you're now going to walk into a better season where you are more in alignment with wealth, abundance, and prosperity. And so you're in this space where you're trying to be it until you see it. But the reports of your eyes and ears are giving you indications that, hey, you haven't reached there yet. When you look at that bank account, the bank account is not saying what you wanted to say. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart, me, Nikki. And again, as you guys come in here, make sure you grab them. So the internal conflict often shows up as self-sabotage. We've been talking about self-sabotage, self-worth, and all these things. And if you notice, all of these themes for the last week have been tying together and stacked upon one another, because I want to reinforce the shift and change and growth in you. Because as we handle these topics, as we discuss these topics every single day, it is important for us to understand the underpinnings of what is actually happening in the subconscious mind and how we're addressing it, how we're moving forward, and the things that you're wrestling with, and why you sometimes seem to feel like you're being pulled back and forth. That is simply because you have two versions of yourself. You have two versions of yourself. You have the old version of you that is running off of the old programming. You have the new version of yourself that is running off of the new programming that you're building. But see, here's the problem. The subconscious mind is partial to the old you. It's partial to the old you because the subconscious mind loves what? What does the subconscious mind love? Come on, y'all. Give it to me real quick. What does it love? It loves what? Hey, Glam, good to see you on. Good to see you on, Sabali. Welcome in, welcome in. What does it love? It loves comfort. Thank you, Dana. It loves the familiar. Thank you, Janae. It loves comfort. It loves the familiar. Thank you, Amy. It loves repetition. Thank you, Mimi. It loves the familiar. It love right, Monique. It loves familiarity. So that's why it leans to it leans to the old you. The old you, it knows the old standards, it knows the old boundaries, it knows your old weaknesses, it knows the old patterns. And right, even the uncomfortable comfort zone, it leans into the uncomfortable comfort zone. It's, the whole deal with the devil, and all of those old axioms and things. So that old version of you has the upper hand. And so it's so important for us to understand these underpinnings so you see why and what it is. Thank you, Sabali, for what it is that you're struggling with. And so when we're talking about this internal dialogue, this inner war becomes loud whenever the subconscious mind carries the old programming that contradicts the identity that you're growing into. The internal conflict often shows up as self-sabotage. It keeps showing up because the old version of you is trying to what? It's trying to maintain its relevance in your life. The old you does not want to give up relevance. The old you wants to continue to be the main you. The old you is it's just almost like a person in and of itself. It doesn't want to die. It doesn't want to leave its throne. It wants to maintain relevance in your life. And so it does what it needs to do in order to sustain itself. And then because the subconscious mind is often fearful because it sees new as dangerous. Until we reprogram it, it sees the new as dangerous. And because it sees the new as dangerous, you wrestle and wrestle and wrestle and wrestle internally. The subconscious mind fights change, not because you're weak, but because it believes familiarity equals safety. So the old is what's familiar. The old is from a subconscious perspective is safe. That which is new, that which is unknown is unsafe. And because it's unsafe, it's trying to protect you from that which is unknown. And so as you begin to move into these new spaces in your life and you begin to do the new thing. So whether it is I'm going to attract more wealth and abundance, I'm going to lose weight, get in shape. I'm going to stop smoking cigarettes. I'm going to start doing some new things. I'm going to start putting myself first instead of putting everybody else before me. I'm going to stop people pleasing. I'm going to start choosing to love me a little bit more. Start investing in my own sanity. That's the new you. And so as you have the new you creates what? New standards and new boundaries. But the old version of you, when it does this, the internal conflict often shows up as self-sabotage, hesitation, procrastination, or emotional chaos that feels disproportionate to the moment. Having moments where you just kind of fly off the handle and you have to catch yourself and say, why is it that I'm wrestling with this right now? Why is it that I'm dealing with this? The world does need more positive motivation. But see, this is the battle that we're talking about that lives within you. Inside, 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 inside. This is the internal battle. Because before we start to wrestle with the outside, you have to wrestle with the inside. Let me lay something foundational, especially for my newbies. Come here, all my newbies. And again, if you are a newbie and you've never been in here before, if this is your first time, let us know that you're a newbie by simply putting newbie in the chat so that we can love on you. But let me lay this foundationally. Come here, especially my newbies. Here we go. We live in an energetic universe. Hey, Yvonne, y'all love on Yvonne for me, please. Thank you. Thank you, Jackson. Y'all love on Jackson. Jackson, we appreciate you for being up in here. We live in an energetic universe. And because this energetic universe is that, it has a language. And that language is what? It's frequency, it's vibration. And so here for us, thank you so much for that daily heart me. And so in an energetic universe with a language that is frequency, that is vibrational. You say, well, AD, well, what is this? What is this frequency, and where does it come from? Well, in part, this frequency that I'm talking about is from us. It's the thoughts we have, the words we speak, and the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience. That creates a resonance within us. Again, the thoughts we have, the words we speak, the actions we take, and the emotions that we experience create a resonance. Hits creates a resonance, and that resonance is projected out into the quantum field. The quantum field then receives it and reflects it back to us as reality. So, what does the universal law of correspondence say? As within, so without. As within, so without. As above, so below. As it is in the east, so shall it be in the west. So what does that say? What does that say? That everything that we're experiencing as reality, everything that's outside of us is merely a reflection of what's going on inside. So the outside is a mirror reflection of the inside. So you cannot change the outside without changing the inside first and foremost. Because where your focus goes, here it is, y'all, here it is. Where your focus goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. I'm going to say that again. Where your focus goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. The universe doesn't give us what we ask for. The universe gives to us based upon how we see ourselves, and how we see ourselves creates what? Standards and boundaries. And as you begin to move into new areas and new territories in your life, those standards and boundaries change just as you change. You can't change. You cannot become new, a new person and a new identity. You can't become successful and wealthy and prosperous. You can't get in shape and all of those things if you are still holding on to the same old standards and boundaries. You can't be a new person and carry the same standards and boundaries. You have to have a new set of standards and boundaries in order for a true change to happen. Does that make sense, y'all? Hey, Lisa T, good to see you in here. If that makes sense foundationally, let me know if we're in the right place. Let me know if as long as we understand, you're understanding, put yes in the chat. If you understand, put yes in the chat. If not, we'll come back and I'll make sure you get it. Because that's key. That's key. This is foundational. All right. Excellent. Thank you, everybody. That's right. That's right, Janae. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. Just that simple. All right. Y'all are cooking with gas today. What parts of you still believe the old version of you is safer than the new one you're reaching for? Think about that for a moment. Think about that for a moment. What parts of you, as you're beginning to move into new territory in your life, as you're beginning to move into new areas in your plate, in your space, in your mind, because where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. I'm going to say it again. Where your focus goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. We live in an energetic universe, and this universe has a language, and that language is what? Frequency. And when you begin to understand that you are broadcasting a frequency every single day, simply put, 365 days a year, by the thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience, it is absolutely natural that that is the experience. So again, the internal conflict often shows up as self-sabotage, because what's happening, we have a dichotomy here. We have the old you versus the new you. We have the old you versus the new you. The subconscious mind is going to bend and acquiesce to the old version of you because the old version of you is safe. The subconscious mind loves safety. It loves the familiar. The old version of you appears to be safe and familiar, even if it is what we call the uncomfortable comfort zone. The uncomfortable comfort zone. So what is happening? What is happening? You have to ask yourself, what parts of you still believe the old version of you is safer than the version of you that you're becoming? Where do you see that at? Where do you see it? 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 The inner war becomes a loop when the subconscious mind says, I'm ready. The inner war becomes a loop when the subconscious mind says, I'm ready, while the The conscious mind says, I'm ready, while the subconscious mind says, I don't believe you. I'm going to say that again. Your conscious mind, your ego, your desire says, I want to do better. I want to be better. Your subconscious mind on the other side said, you know, you still like these cookies. you said you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna get in shape. Thank you, Monique, for the SpongeBob. Thank you, Sierra, for the finger hearts. You say it. I hear you. I hear you. Your subconscious mind is like, yeah, whatever. Oh, I'm gonna be more disciplined. I'm not gonna spend all of this money for Christmas. I'm not gonna buy all of these gifts. I'm not gonna overextend myself like I normally do. And your subconscious mind is sitting back like this. Uh-huh. All right. Yeah. Okay. I believe it when I see it. Mm-hmm. You know you love these cookies. You know you love that sweet potato pie. Oh, you gonna get in shape for the holidays, huh? Mm-hmm. Oh, you gonna pick the holidays to start losing weight and getting in shape. Mm-hmm. That sound about right. Yeah, right. You see what I'm saying? You see how the subconscious mind plays. You see how the subconscious mind plays these tricks and games because it is representing the old you and it is struggling to maintain relevance in your life. See what I'm saying? Y'all get it? It makes sense. It makes absolute sense. And so that's why, thank you, Sierra. That's why in this moment, it is so important for us to do the thing. Adults getting baked goods this year. I get it, Nikki. Nikki said adults are getting baked goods. The kids are getting toys. Well, we that's what we like. The adults like to eat. But when it becomes the version of yourself that you're trying to move into, it's the battle inside that continues to wage war. The inner war, again, the inner war becomes a loop when the conscious mind says, I'm ready. That's the desire. That's the desire. But your identity, how you see yourself based upon your subconscious mind, literally says, I don't believe you. If y'all are ready for part 2, put 2 in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. If y'all are ready for part 2, let's go. Let's go. It's Friday, y'all. And we're not going to be in here long. Oh, we're not going to be in here long. I promise you. Thank you so much. Good deal. Good deal. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Excellent. Excellent. I didn't go to college because I don't know what I want to do. And it's expensive. I've been a waiter. Okay, Rosie. Are you tired of being a waiter? If you're tired and you're ready to become something new, pull the trigger. Everything that you need will show up. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about it being expensive. That's your subconscious mind trying to maintain relevance in your life and saying that the new is dangerous. The new is unsafe. Thank you for that. Thank you for that statement, Rosie, because it's like perfect time. And it's almost as if I paid you to put that there. Because if you look here, you say you didn't go to college because you don't know what it is that you want to do. If you quiet down, if you quiet yourself just enough, you'll feel the inner whisper that says, this is who I am and this is what I want. You know what it is that you want to do. If you had a magic wand and could do anything you wanted to do in the world, you would figure it out. You would figure it out. But I get it. I get it. That is the internal dialogue trying to maintain relevance in your life as you're beginning to shift and say, you know what, this waiter thing is cool, but I'm ready to move into something different. I'm ready to go into a different space. And as I go into a different space, the old version of you is like, you sure you want to do that? It's rather expensive. You see how your subconscious mind is going to throw doubt, fear, and excuses that explain away your ability to step into a new season. See what I'm saying? All right. You in the right house today. You're in the right house today. You're in the right house today. All right. The psychology of self-opposition. The psychology of self-opposition. The inner critic is often a younger version of you trying to prevent embarrassment, rejection, or failure. The inner critic. And that voice gets louder and louder and louder. The more you move into new spaces and new territories, doing the new thing, that voice gets louder and louder and louder. Hearing your childhood caregiver's voice, hearing your parents' voice, hearing that thing. Hearing it, hearing it, hearing it. All of the narratives and excuses will show up. Absolutely, Janae. They will constantly show up. Rosie said, I felt like school wasn't for me. And I know I don't want to be a doctor, nurse, engineer, or teacher. Well, Rosie, it may not be for you. You just have to decide what path you want to express yourself in. It's just that simple. You decide. You have the freedom and the ability to choose what is beautiful and exciting for you. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Of course, you can be successful without going to college. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I say that as someone who's gone to college, someone who has several degrees. But what does that matter? Because it's not the paper that's hanging on the wall. It's not the degrees and certificates that you have. It's your ability to live out your authentic self, whatever that is, for you. And so, no, you don't have to go to college in order to be successful. You could be successful doing at whatever it is that you want to do or be. There we go. So, and let me warn some of y'all. Y'all might want to chill out, because I'm telling you, our moderators will put you out of here so fast and make your head spin. Thank you so much, Dana. I appreciate you for subscribing. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Yep, there another one bites the dust. Listen, let me, especially for all of our newbies, let me say something. Listen, you guys, this is a beautiful space where people are looking to grow and to become the best version of themselves, and they will vehemently and jealously protect this space. From Janae to Fine Wine to Mimi, they will protect this space at all costs. They are, like I told y'all the other day, they like the old ladies. They like the old ladies in at the church. If you grew up in the South, they have these ushers, and they had them black dresses on with them white gloves, and they will they will put you out of here. Listen, that they'll give you that look. You remember, you used to be a kid chewing gum in the church. You chewing that gum, and they'll just walk over to you like this here and do like this, not smile or nothing. This nothing. White gloves ready. So, all right, we back on topic. I'm sorry. So again, the inner critic is often the younger version of you trying to prevent embarrassment, rejection, and failure. We talked about this yesterday at length. Hearing your childhood, hearing your parents, your childhood tribe, you hear all of these things. You hear those voices over and over, repeating old family patterns, fearing the same mistakes you saw growing up. So these are the things that continue to do what, they continue to whisper inside of your head. The ego often amplifies fear. Now, this is the crazy part. Here's the crazy part. The ego, that's where the conscious mind, that's where, in the conscious mind is where your ego dwells. Your ego often amplifies fear because it assumes leadership. It assumes leadership the moment your higher self is silent. It assumes, now listen, think about how deep this is for a second. It assumes leadership the moment your ego always steps up and shows out the moment that your higher self is quiet. Your higher self is actually deeply rooted and connected to your subconscious mind. If you want to tap into your higher self, you have to go through the subconscious mind in order to access it. That's a whole nother conversation on a whole nother day. It's a whole nother conversation. Because with my work as a clinically certified hypnotherapist, I have discovered that the subconscious mind is more than a repository of information. It's more than a repository for past experiences and past traumas and all of that kind of stuff. It literally is more. It's more. And because it's more, you tend to tap into, that it is a gateway to you experiencing something absolutely beautiful and amazing. Thank you for that daily heart, man. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Nikki. Here we go. Man, this is good today. So again, the ego often amplifies this fear. When the ego sees something going on, it's the one who is reporting all of the stuff from your eyes and ears. It's sitting there and it's reporting that stuff and it's pushing it out there. It's amplifying your fear. It's justifying every doubt and worry that you may have. That's what it does. And so the moment your higher self is quiet, the ego assumes leadership. And it thinks that it's running the show, when in actuality, it is the subconscious mind, because the subconscious mind literally makes up 95% of what you and I experience as reality every single day. The conscious mind only makes up for 5%, even though it thinks it's the boss. Self-opposition loses power the moment you stop arguing with it and you start listening to the need beneath it. So instead of having that internal dialogue and you're arguing back and forth, the old you versus the new you, the old you versus the new you, the old you versus the new you, the new standards and boundaries struggling against the old standards and boundaries, just like when you break up with Lil Nuke Nuke. Y'all know Lil Nuke Nuke. You broke up with Lil Nuke Nuke, but Lil Nuke Nuke knew where all of the spots were. Now you know Lil Nuke Nuke is not for you. You know Lil Nuke Nuke is not the best one for you. He has no good intentions, but it's Lil Nuke Nuke. Nuke Nuke keeps showing up. And the moment the old you, see, Nuke Nuke is a part of the old you. The new you says, I am looking for somebody else. I am looking for somebody that is going to love, protect, and provide for me. I'm looking for my husband. I'm looking for my forever best friend. But Lil Nuke Nuke is the devil that you know. Lil Nuke Nuke is the old version where you just hear the whispers of days long past. Lil Nuke Nuke will continue to show up as long as the old version of you keeps operating. Because now what's happening is, as you're moving into the new area of your life, no, don't be talking about damn Lil Nuke Nuke. It's just Lil Nuke Nuke. Lil Nuke Nuke is showing up because the new standards and boundaries have not been upheld as it should. Hold on. Listen, holding on to negativity is tiring. It is. It is tiring. Good to see you, Janet. Good to see you coming up in here. Lil Nuke Nuke. And so Lil Nuke Nuke knows what buttons to press with the old version of you. Lil Nuke Nuke knows the subtle nuances of what you like. Lil Nuke Nuke could call and say, hey, big head, I've learned forgiveness so many times. Well, that's a good thing, Lisa. I'm glad you learned forgiveness. That's a good thing. But the frustrating part is when Lil Nuke Nuke comes and the new standards and boundaries have not been solidified. And you still bend and acquiesce to the old you, because the old you represents the devil that you know. And so you can see the internal battle over and over again. You can see the internal battle that you're facing. And so again, so when you understand the psychology of self-opposition, the old you versus the new you, when you stop the argument and you just pause for a minute, because I always love to say this is what Dr. Wayne Dyer would say. Most of my life has been filled with such great sorrow, most of which never occurred. It's the battle. It's the battle. Caught up in the battle. Nuke Nuke represents the unhealed parts of us. Yes, yeah, he does. Lil Nuke Nuke represents the unhealed version. And sometimes it takes work to do the unhealed, to unheal, to heal. It takes work. And when you look at this opposition, this battle between yourself, and when Wayne Dyer would say, most of my life is filled with such great sorrow, most of which never occurred, it is the constant battle between the pains of the past, the fears of the future, over the battleground of the present moment. You see, let me help you with something. Come here. The pains of the past are gone forever, never to be seen again. They only appear in the mental movies that you and I play over and over again in our heads. And that is by choice. When you recognize that you're literally playing the mental movies of the arguments of yesterday, when you're playing the mental movies of past failures, past disappointments, past heartbreak, past hurt, you're playing those mental movies over and over again. And if you notice, you in that present moment, you feel every bit of pain that you felt before. My life is filled with such great sorrow, most of which never occurred. It never occurred. Why? Because it's only a figment of your imagination. Because the mental movies that you're playing over and over and over again, they just reside in your mind. Didn't happen in reality. The past and the future don't exist. Exactly. The only moment that's real, Dana, is the present moment, the now. But we sacrifice it for the pains of the past or the fear of the future. The future represents the unknown. The future represents that which is unsafe. And so the subconscious mind tends to bend to protection and safety. So because that which is new, the new version of you, the thing that you're going after, the thing that you're becoming, because it's the new thing, you're worried about it. The only true moment is the power of the present moment. But you sacrifice it for the pains of the past, the fears of the future. So that makes the present moment, the now, the battleground in your mind for this internal war that's going on right now. That's why you can't sleep at night. That's why you wind up stressed. That's why you wind up worried. You're spending your precious moment where you actually could be doing something, wrestling with the pains of the past or the fears of the future. The only true moment is now. And so when you understand the psychology of this opposition, you understand that it is constantly showing up because that's where your focus is. Because what do I teach you? What do I teach you every day? Where your focus goes, energy flows, right? Where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. I'm going to say it again. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. When I started living in the present, my life changed miraculously. Absolutely. Because that's the only moment. I love the word miraculous. Because fine wine, the reason why I love that word miraculous is it is the only moment right here, right now, is the only moment that's real. Because when you live in the present moment, you actually can make some change. Hey, Henson, I see you coming on in here. Good to see you. That's actually where the only moment that's the only moment that's real. That's the only moment where you can plant seeds to shape your future. That's the only place where you can be happy. You can only be happy in the present moment. Happiness is a now experience, not, oh, I'm going to wait till tomorrow and then I'm going to choose to be happy tomorrow. No, you will wind up with another now experience. And you can shade and color the now experience however you choose to shade it. Unfortunately, you pull the pains of the past and you plant them right now in the present moment. You pull the fears of the future and you plant them in the present moment. Both of which are figments of your imagination. And you don't have to bend to it. But that's the part of this battleground. And that's what I'm trying to illuminate to you right now so that you can begin to quiet your mind. Because you are literally destroying the true power that you have. The power of the present moment to actually make some shift and some change happen. And listen, as we're at the top of the hour, if you are a newbie, let us know that you are a newbie by putting newbie in the chat. Y'all are doing that thing. Excellent, excellent. That's the secret sauce. All right, and listen, we're already at 54K. This is really, really good. It's looking good. We're at 54K. The goal is 100K, and we are dead on point for it. Like, we are doing exceedingly well. So I'm excited to see what we got going on. Listen, again, if we have any newbies in the room, just simply put newbie in the chat so that we can love on you. My name is AD Robertson, and yes, I am your success coach. And every day when we come on this live, Monday through Friday from 12 to 2, our goal is simple. The two goals that we have, one is to create a sense of connection and community where we love on each other, we support each other. This is a safe space. Hey, Junie, welcome in. Y'all love on Junie for me, please. Y'all do that. Thank you so much. This is a safe space. The second objective that we have is that we're going to have a discussion like this every time. We're going to have a discussion like this every day. Y'all love on Truezilla. Y'all love on Truezilla for me. Welcome back in here. Glad to have you here. True looking back will turn will put you where you are total darkness. Oh yeah, it can be in darkness for sure. And so I want to thank you guys for all of the tapping that we're doing. You guys are doing absolutely amazing. We're moving in the right direction today. And I want you to continue to share out this live because this is about really being impactful and changing some stuff, shifting some things in people's lives. So I'm excited about it for sure. I really, really am. You guys are absolutely amazing. I also want to take a moment that if any part of our conversation has hit any part of you that is like, this is home, this is relevant, this makes sense. If any part of you, let me put this up here right now. If this is any relevance to you at any level, let me go ahead and pin this right now. I authored this book, and we're going to get right back on our topic. I authored this book, Cracking the Abundance Code. Cracking the Abundance Code is simply put, I authored this book in the spring, released it in April, and I wrote this book so that I could help people gain access to the same abundance that I've had access to. And so your very nature, who you are, your very nature is abundance. And and I want to make sure before I go any further, can y'all see this banner down here? If you can, just say yes. It's a banner where it says Cracking the Abundance Code, and you can see it. This is where you click, you can grab grab a copy of Cracking the Abundance Code right here in the TikTok. Thank you, Junie. Thank you, everybody. Okay, great. And so I wrote this book so that you could, one, begin to realize what it is that has been making you a vibrational mismatch, because we've already laid the foundation. We laid the foundation when we said we live in an energetic universe. This universe has a language, and the language that it speaks is frequency. And so if you're speaking and you're requesting something like abundance, wealth, prosperity, there's a vibrational frequency that you have to be resonating at. And so here it is. Always remember this too. The universe does not give us what we ask for. The universe gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. And so one of the things that we want to do is to understand why you are in vibrational misalignment with wealth and abundance, because your natural state is abundance. It is. Your natural state is abundance. Why? Because the source that you came from is abundant. It's prosperous. It has everything that it is that you need vibrationally. And so in order to attract that abundance, or to allow abundance to flow into your life, you have to be a vibrational match for it. Now, here's the problem, because many of you are doing the work, but you have not seen the results just yet. And to a good degree, a part of that is because of limiting beliefs that you're holding on to. That's it. Because of limiting beliefs that you're holding on to. The limiting beliefs that you're holding on to, you have to be able to recognize them. And until you can recognize what those limiting beliefs are, you're going to continue to get the same thing over and over and over again. And see, that's the mystery where most of us need to be. You have to question your limiting beliefs. You have to know what they are. And so guess what? What is the very first chapter in Cracking the Abundance Code? Limiting beliefs. It is to help you to recognize, diagnose, and to eliminate them. And that's what we do in chapter 1, is recognize what those limiting beliefs are. Then we move over to chapter 2. Chapter 2 is about quantum leaping into your wealthy identity. Who it is that you are right now. What are we talking about? What is our topic today? It is talking about this internal battle between the old you and the new you. And as you're moving into the new you, whether you're trying to get healthy, get in shape, whether you're trying to attract more wealth, abundance, better relationships, whatever it is that you're trying to experience, it's there looking for you too. And you can quantum leap into that version of yourself. And that's what the second chapter is, quantum leaping into your wealthy identity. Notice what I said, wealthy identity, because the universe does not give to us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. So go ahead and grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. It's a powerful, powerful piece. It really, really is. And it's 15 bucks. Go ahead and grab your copy of it. When you do grab your copy of it, I'm going to sign it. I am going to put your name, I'm going to personalize. I'm going to put your name in here. I'm also going to add a little gift, and we're going to ship it out immediately for you today. And they have been, even in this holiday season, they've really been showing up pretty, pretty quickly. So if you've not grabbed your copy, so many people have already grabbed your copy. Just since we launched here on TikTok just a few months ago, we've sold quite a few copies right here in the TikTok shop. So go ahead and grab your copy right now. We'll ship it out to you. Show me where are my meditation people at? Real quick, we're almost back to our topic. Where are my meditation people at? If you're a meditation person, put meditation in the chat. Go ahead, right there. Show me. I want to see my meditation people. Show them to me. There's Amy. Meditation is powerful. Let me tell you something. Meditation, it not only changed my life, but it saved my life. It did. And so as a part of my process, there you go, Fine Wine. A part of my healing journey is meditation. And what did I do? We created a series of candles, and this is the Triple Bliss Meditation Candle Set, and it is a meditation and manifestation set of candles. I'm going to say that again. It is a manifestation and a meditation candle. That's what it is. So the very first candle in the Triple Bliss set is the Abundance Candle. That's right. It's the Abundance Candle, and it smells absolutely amazing. Yes, it does. It is 100% soy-based candle, natural soy. Cotton wick. It's infused with lemongrass, the essential oils, lemongrass, bergamot, and it also has lodestone oil in it. Lodestone is a magnet, and so when you're trying to attract abundance, that's what magnetizes this candle. So this candle is for meditation and manifestation at the same time. So it smells absolutely amazing because, like I said, it's bergamot and lemongrass. It is absolutely powerful. I like this candle every time I go into meditation, especially if I'm looking to meditate on some abundance and bring that into my space. Now, the next one, bringing up the second candle in the Triple Bliss set, is the Heal Candle. And look at that bad boy. It's absolutely beautiful. It is infused with essential rose oil and lodestone. Man, it smells delicious. It really does. I'm a dude, but this rose is blessing. I'm just going to go in and tell you the honest truth. But the thing about rose, essential rose oil, if you know anything about aromatherapy, the higher the vibrational frequency of it, and rose is extremely high. And so it has an effect on the physical body that is very, very powerful, and it can shift and heal at the same time. Do the research. You'll see it for yourself. And again, this is for manifestation and meditation. And so that's the Heal Candle. It's absolutely amazing. And then the last one, bringing up the rear in this trilogy, this Triple Bliss set, is the Happy Candle. And this is one of my very favorite scents because it is made with lemon verbena. Lemon verbena, if you go into those spas, those 5-star resorts, the soaps and the shampoos and stuff that it's lemon verbena. It's always lemon verbena, and I absolutely love it. So it has this really clean, fresh, beautiful, beautiful citrusy smell to it. It's just absolutely delicious. But it is designed to help you become happy. It is a happy candle because you cannot attract wealth and abundance and you're not happy. So make sure that you go ahead and grab your Triple Bliss meditation candle set, and you grab a copy of your Cracking the Abundance Code, and we are going to ship them out today. All right, so I'm going to unpin this, and we're going to get back in our conversation. Thank you guys for sticking around, and we're tapping away. We're already at 65K. Y'all are amazing. When I say y'all are amazing, thank you so very much. Thank you. Y'all are the bee's knees for sure. So let's go. And if you are ready for part 3, put 3 in the chat. Let's go. If you're ready for part 3, put 3 in the chat. If you're ready for part 3, put 3 in the chat. Thank you, Truzilla. Thank you. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Tori. Hey, Instant, thank you so much for the rose. I truly appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Fine Wine. All right, we got it. We're here. Thank you, Janae. I truly appreciate you. We are in part 3, the quantum mechanics of inner conflict. Remember quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics is the science by which this universe operates on. Hey, this you be mindful. Give it a little bit. That's cool, but this is not a grow room. All right, it's not a grow room. Oh, Mimi, give the people a chance. Give the people a chance. Don't do that. Don't block them that quick. My goodness, y'all see how fast they put folks out the room? Like the man just said, he trying to. Janae, like, nope. Oh gosh, just too good. Like, just give them a half a second. Just a half gone and nah, nope. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna teach the class and y'all just do whatever. I'm gonna let y'all be. Okay. Quantum mechanics and the inner conflict. Quantum mechanics and the inner conflict. So quantum mechanics is the scientific perspective of how the universe operates. From a scientific perspective, yes, we understand that the quantum field, that every iteration of who it is that we are is in the quantum field. The rich you, the broke you, the sick you, the healed you, the sad you, the happy you. Every version of you exists simultaneously and runs concurrently in the quantum field. But by virtue of your focus, the observer effect, it literally collapses the timeline and causes you to experience that shift. All right. It causes you to collapse the timeline on the one that's receiving your focus. That's the observer effect. You look away, it turns into a wave or a probability wave amplitude. What's going on with my lips today? It's a wave amplitude, a probability amplitude, and then here's the other piece to it. When you look at it, that focus, it brings it in to manifestation, because where your focus goes, energy flows. When energy flows, manifestation soon follows. All right. Your thoughts and emotions generate measurable electromagnetic fields. I'm going to say that again. Your thoughts and your emotions. And you already know where I put the other ones, the other two. The thoughts you have, the words you speak, the actions you take, and the emotions that you experience. What do? They generate a measurable electromagnetic field that influences your reality long before you take any action. The thoughts you have, the words you speak, the emotions that you experience, they create a vibrational electromagnetic field. It's measurable. This is not some hocus pocus thing. It's actually measurable. And so it is influencing everything in the quantum. And what happens in the quantum field, it reflects it back to you as reality. Your thoughts and emotions, yes, they generate a powerful electromagnetic field. And so when you infuse it, when you have an intention and an elevated emotion, what do I always say? Magic begins to happen. When you have intention, a clear intention with an elevated emotion, magic begins to happen. So again, your thoughts and emotions generate a measurable electromagnetic field that influence your reality long before any actions that you take. Inner conflict, here's the problem. Inner conflict creates an incoherent field. Follow me. Come on. What's going on, Trinity? Good to see you up in here. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. And as you guys come in here, make sure you grab that daily heart me. Inner conflict, conversely, creates An incoherent field, fragmented signals that confuse your manifestation pathways. What does that say? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? That means that you're creating interference patterns with the dialogue that you're having. When you're wrestling with that internal dialogue of the old version of you versus the new version of you, the pains of the past versus the fears of the future, all converging at that point of the present moment. Inner conflict creates interference pattern. Inner conflicts creates interference patterns. Those interference patterns go out into the quantum field, and because they're confusing, they're conflicting, they're incoherent. Good to see you on here, Katrina, because it is incoherent. Because it's incoherent, you wind up manifesting disconnect. You wind up manifesting bits of chaos. Your manifestation becomes fragmented. It becomes fragmented. It becomes fragmented. When the heart and mind hold opposing frequencies, energy collapses into chaos instead of coherence. And so this is what is happening when you have this. And so you're wondering, why in the world is what I'm looking for not manifesting itself in my life? I'm doing all of the work. I'm burning these candles. I'm sitting here meditating. I'm doing all of this stuff that AD is telling me to do, but I'm not seeing the thing show up. Why? Because there is an interference pattern that has been created based upon sometimes the limiting beliefs that you have. Those limiting beliefs are part of the old version of you, the old construct. That old construct literally is thwarting your efforts by creating that interference pattern. Because the signal that you're sending out into the quantum field is reflective of pure chaos. And the universe is going to receive that, the quantum field is going to receive that, and is going to reflect it back to you as a reality. Inner conflict creates interference. Inner conflicts create interference. So again, when the heart and mind hold opposing frequencies, because what do we say about this universe? The language of the universe is what? Frequency. The language of the universe is frequency. And so when you have the heart holding one frequency and the mind holding another frequency, it creates an interference pattern. So those opposing frequencies, those energies collapse into chaos instead of coherence. Coherence is absolutely vital. Coherence is absolutely vital when it comes to the manifestation of the thing that you want to experience. It's exactly right. That's exactly right, Janae. The quantum field reflects it back as reality. No ifs, no ands, no buts about it. Thank you, Katrina, for grabbing those daily heart me's. All right. Now, here's the thing. This is why meditation saved my life. This is why the candles that I'm offering you for meditation and for manifestation are absolutely vital to have in your possession. Here it is. Peace amplifies manifestation. There's an old African proverb that says there is no prosperity without what? Anybody know it? Anybody know the rest of it? There is no prosperity without what? Peace. There's no prosperity without peace. There's no prosperity without peace. Thank you, fine wine. There's no prosperity without peace. That axiom in and of itself has for eons told us that there is no prosperity without peace. You might have some riches, you may have some money, but prosperity is a different dynamic. Prosperity is a frequency in and of itself. And so, do you think it's akin to chaos or akin to peace? Peace is of a higher vibrational frequency. So is abundance, so is prosperity. Chaos is of a lower vibrational frequency because it's akin to fear, doubt, worry, trepidation, all of those things that are divisive. And because that is the key, it is not going to be in alignment with wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Only peace. Only peace. Only peace. So again, peace amplifies your manifestation because a coherent field allows the universe to match your signal cleanly and quickly. Why do you think it's called quantum leaping? Because the moment you get coherence, when your mind and your heart, and that we call that heart brain coherence, when your heart and your mind are in a state of coherence, coherence can only happen in our physiology when there is peace. That's why meditation is so powerful. And so when I'm telling you this, I'm telling you this, I'm telling you this, don't sleep on it, don't sleep on it, don't sleep on it. That's why when you have this desire in your heart to become a different person, a better person, to attract more wealth, to attract more abundance, to attract healing, to attract prosperity, to attract happiness, to attract the right relationship. All of that stuff comes because of coherence easily and effortlessly. Let's talk about coherence for a second. When the thoughts that you have and the feelings that you have are in alignment with one another, that's coherence. When you are at peace, what does your body feel? What does your nervous system feel? When your mind and your heart are on the same page and you have peace, you feel safe. Relax. Yes, Sandy. When you're relaxed, you feel safe. You've never been relaxed and felt unsafe. Who relax when you don't feel safe? The moment you feel safe, everything shifts and changes. Your physiology reflects it. The neurochemicals in your body reflect it. The moment you feel safe is the moment you can trust. Thank you, Elena, for that daily heart me. The moment you are safe, you can trust. The moment you can trust, you can allow. The moment you allow, you're open. And when you're open, you can receive. When you're open, you can receive. All of the abundance that you're looking for is looking for you, and it now can find you. It can now find you because your mind and your heart are in coherence. You have peace in your space. You are that vibrational frequency of harmony, peace, love, all of that good stuff. Don't mess around and add gratitude on top of it. So you have a clear intention with an elevated emotion. You have peace in your space, and all of that is happening concurrently. And as that happens concurrently, the broadcast, the signal that you have, what does it say about peace? Peace amplifies. Peace amplifies. Peace amplifies. Peace amplifies. Peace amplifies. Manifestation. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, put yes in the chat. If that resonates with you, put yes in the chat. Thank you, Anna. Hey, good to see you on here, Anna. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, everybody. Yes. All right, good. Others' chaos threw off my frequency. Stepping back for peace showed difference instantaneously. Absolutely, Amir. Absolutely, Amir. And Amir, I messaged you the other day. I need you to respond to my text message. I messaged you the other day. We need to get you squared away. But glad to have you in here. So, peace is paramount. As that African proverb said, there is no prosperity without peace. Once you get in that state, your ability to manifest amplifies. Because we live in an energetic universe. And because we live in an energetic universe, it is based on frequency. It is based on frequency. It is based on frequency. What is the frequency? What is the frequency? The frequency is peace. Yeah, come on here. If y'all are ready for part 4, put 4 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. Thank you, Katra America. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. Yes, put 4 in the chat. Thank you, everybody. Y'all are doing it. Here we go. Universal laws behind the inner war. Universal laws behind the inner war. Thank you, Monique. Thank you. So, yes, I am the greatest of all time. You better know it, and you better know it. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. Thank y'all. Come on in here. And listen, if we got some more newbies in here, let us know that you're a newbie by simply putting newbie in the chat. Go ahead and do that so that we can love on you. We appreciate you being in here with us because y'all could have chosen to be on anybody else's live, but you chose to hang out with us today. All right, let's go. So we're going to talk about these universal laws now. We're going to talk about these universal laws. Affirmations. Listen, you see affirmations. Y'all love on affirmations. She's a newbie up in here. Y'all love on her. Thank you so much. All of our newbies, y'all are so welcome. So glad to have y'all in here with us. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Leslie, for the rose. I appreciate you. And listen, I promise you, the more y'all put them roses and all kinds of stuff up in there, I promise you, the better I teach. Yes, I do. I teach a whole lot better. All right, here we go. Let's go with these universal laws. The law of vibration. The law of vibration. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, affirmation. Yeah, that right. See, now watch how good I teach. Watch this. The law of vibration. It reminds us. The law of vibration reminds us that inner peace is not a mood. It's okay to feed the animals in the oasis. Don't feed the animals. Please don't feed the animals. They don't need it. All right. The law of vibration reminds you that inner peace is not a mood. It's a frequency. Peace is not a mood. It is not a mood. It is a frequency. It is a frequency. It is a frequency in a universe where the language is frequency. You have to acknowledge these powerful vibrational frequencies. These very, very powerful vibrational frequencies. Peace is one of them. So again, the law of vibration reminds you that inner peace is not a mood. It's a frequency you consciously generate and you sustain. That's the universal law of vibration. The law of assumption. We already know about this law of assumption. Whatever you assume about yourself is going to manifest because the universe gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. It doesn't give to us based upon what we ask for. Because people ask and beg for a whole lot of things. Come on now. Is this A-Town over here? All right, good to see you on here on the YouTube side. I must be in some really fantastic stuff if that's the case. The law of vibration. The law of vibration. Here's the law of assumption. The law of assumption reflects your dominant internal narrative back to you through experience. The universe gives to you based upon how you see yourself. What do you assume about yourself? If you assume you're abundant, if you assume you're prosperous, if you assume you're abundant, if you assume you're prosperous, if you assume you're happy, these are the vibrational frequencies that you begin to attract into your space. All right. That's the law of assumption. So assuming you will be criticized creates a life where criticism seems to appear everywhere. It does. So, and what else does the law of assumption support? Where your focus goes, energy flows. Because if you assume something about yourself, that's where your focus is constantly under these underlying vibrational frequencies of uncertainty, unclear. If that's what you see, if you're assuming that about yourself, so assuming that you'll be criticized, assuming that you'll be ridiculed, assuming that you'll be celebrated. If you assume that you'll be celebrated for the thing, the moment you begin to assume that, the universe begins to rearrange itself around the assumption. So if you assume that you're wealthy and you begin to walk in it every day, you shift your identity and you begin to see yourself as abundant. Then as you shift your identity and you begin to quantum leap into that wealthy version of yourself, what begins to change? Your standards and your boundaries. The universe gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. Thank you, Coach. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. So because that's the reality and that's the case, you start to usher into your experience something very, very different because of the law of assumption. Here we go. Let's talk about the universal law of correspondence, how it plays into this thing too. So all of these laws come into play Everybody knows about the law of attraction, but they don't know about the law of assumption. They don't know about the law of vibration, the law of correspondence. As within, so without, as above, so below. Here it is. The universal law of correspondence teaches us that the outer world mirrors unresolved conflict within our inner world. It also mirrors when you begin to have coherence and peace, and you begin to resolve that inner conflict. And as you resolve that inner conflict, you begin to attract things that are in alignment with that type of coherence. When you want to heal your body of sickness and disease, you want to get in a space where you begin to see coherence between your mind and your heart. What about the law of what about the law of suggestion? Does that work as well? The law of suggestion, the law of assumption, they're pretty much the same thing. Because as you suggest a thing, you assume a thing. So they're very, very, very akin to one another. So the law of assumption, what you assume about yourself or what you suggest about yourself, you push forward. You see what I'm saying? And what that does, what you assume about yourself and what you suggest about yourself, it literally it follows where your focus goes. Energy flows where energy flows. Manifestation soon follows. You see how that makes sense? They're very, very akin to one another. You can almost use them interchangeably. The universal law of polarity. This is the last one we'll touch on today. All right? All right, good. And so the universal law of polarity reminds us that the part of you resisting growth is also a part of you that desires transformation the most. Where do you find the most resistance? Where do you find your biggest struggles? Is your biggest struggles cake, sweets? Is your biggest struggle financial problems? Is your biggest struggle, where is your biggest struggle? Is it to quit smoking? What is your biggest struggle? What is your biggest struggle? Because if you can find your biggest struggle, you can find the thing that you want to really grow in the most. You see where the tension begins to show itself up? You see where the battleground, it lays its foundation. Thank you, affirmations. So financial. And that's why this book, that's why it's so important. Because many people are facing, especially in this third dimensional existence. Thank you, Bella, for the rose. Many people are wrestling with abundance right now in this moment. You're wrestling with abundance. You know that you've seen the vision for yourself. And I'm gonna put this up here right now. I'm gonna put it up here right now. I'm gonna put it up here right now. If you haven't gotten your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, go ahead and get it. What you're looking for is looking for you. Money, health, self. Money is a frequency. Money is a frequency. Money is a frequency. And until you begin to be a vibrational match for that frequency, it is hard for you to attract abundance into your life. That's why I wrote Cracking the Abundance Code. So as this is resonating with you right now, you need to grab this. You need to grab your copy. You see the banner right here. You can grab it right here in the TikTok shop. And so what we're talking about when we're talking about the universal law of polarity, public speaking is somewhere where you wrestle. And so yes, public speaking, you have the desire to speak a particular way. You have the desire to show up to the world a particular way, but that's where you wrestle. And so when you show the wrestle, you show where the desire truly is. And so as you want to step into a higher realm of financial abundance, almost through chapter 1 already. Good, Nikki. Good, good, good. And so as you're working through it, we're going to listen. Leslie, congratulations. Let's go ahead and congratulate Leslie on grabbing a copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. This is where it's at right now in this moment. Cracking the Abundance Code is going to give you the internal dialogue that you need in order to step into the right vibrational frequency to be in alignment with the abundance. Because it's your natural state. I keep telling y'all this over and over and over again. Abundance is your natural state. It's your natural state. It's your natural state. So the law of polarity reminds us that the part of you that you're resisting growth in is a part of you that desires transformation the most. If you're desiring the transformation of your financial posture and how you attract wealth and abundance, Cracking the Abundance Code is definitely where you want to be. I promise you, it's where you want to be. It's where you want to be. Because everything in this universe is about vibration, it's about frequency. And if the language of of frequency, and if the language of this universe is frequency, you have to be broadcasting the right frequency in order to create the reality that you're looking for. Because as I say every day, the thing that you're looking for is looking for you because it already exists in the quantum field. Let's go ahead and celebrate Sharon for grabbing her copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. Thank you, Sharon. Congratulations for grabbing your copy. We're going to get that out to you today. It's a part of who you are. It's your very nature. Nature, your very nature. And listen, this Cracking the Abundance Code is the tip of the iceberg. It is a tip of the iceberg, and you definitely want this in your library. And not just in your library, it is the key. If you look at the cover, look at the cover. There's a lot of intentionality that I placed into I designed this cover. I didn't go to anybody and say, "Oh, I need y'all to do this for me." No, I design. I am a creative. I am artistic. So our brother got some skills. I got some skills. If you check it out, look at this. You see the coding in there. You see the binary code. Okay, all right. You see the binary code. You see the key. You see the key here. Abundance is your natural state. It is who you are. It's who you are. So be in alignment with it. If you have, listen, and that's why, and see, old keys don't open new doors. Old keys don't open new doors. It's ones and zeros, baby. It's ones and zeros. It's open and close. It's open and close. That's the nature of the, listen, old keys don't open new doors. This is the new key. This is the new key. And so Cracking the Abundance Code is a powerful piece. I'm going to keep going. Listen, I'm going to keep going. Yeah, I'm going to hold this up here and I'm going to leave this up here because you all are going to see, and we're tapping away. We're already at 91K. Thank you, Monique. Thank you, Monique. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, I am the greatest of all times. You better know it. Because, and listen, and stop being afraid. And stop being afraid of walking in your power and your strength. Be the vibrational frequency of the success that you want to experience. Be the person, be it. Because the universe does not give to us what we ask for. It gives to us based upon how we see ourselves. How do you see yourself right now? No, that's real talk. I'm gonna set this to the side. How do you see yourself right now? Because our conversation today is on the internal dialogue, the battle between the old you and the new you. See, the new you is struggling to become the best version of you, while the old you, which I like to call is the greatest hater you'll ever face. The old you is working. Come on now, say that. Say it loud, Monique. I see you as a travel broker. You listen, there is a passionate purpose within you that is brewing. And as you see that new version of yourself, you have to begin to be it. You have to walk in it in order to begin to receive the manifestation of it. You have to be a vibrational match for the thing. And when you are doing your thing, you have to move beyond limiting beliefs. And the very first chapter in Cracking the Abundance Code is on unmasking what those limiting beliefs are. You have to unmask those limiting beliefs. And as you unmask those limiting beliefs, you can dismantle them. You can begin the process of healing the inner child. And so if y'all are ready for part 5, put 5 in the chat. Let's go, let's go. We're already at 143. Put it in here. Put 5 in the chat, put 5 in the chat. Thank y'all so much. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Glad to see y'all on. Welcome in all of our new and wonderful people. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Elise. Thank you, Fine Wine. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate y'all. I really, really appreciate y'all. Why fighting yourself never works. Why fighting yourself never works. Why fighting yourself never works. We're talking about the battle between the old version of you and the new version of you. Quieting that inner battle. All right, here we go. Fighting your thoughts only feeds them. The link is still up. Okay, good. It's still up. Okay, good. I'm going to leave it up for a second. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you so much. I'm going to leave it up there for a second because this is very, very relevant to what we're talking about here. All right. And I'm just going to leave this right here while we're doing it because they like me to hold it. They like me to hold this crazy book while we're talking, as long as the wireless up here. But you'll see why the relevance is here. Why fighting yourself never works. Fighting your thoughts only feeds them. What do I teach you? What you resist about you persists within you. If you're going to take some notes, go ahead and put that down. What you resist about you persists within you. 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 So fighting your thoughts only feeds them, because what do I teach you about your focus? Where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. Especially in an energetic universe, and its language is vibration, its frequency. So fighting those thoughts only feeds them, giving them the energy they need to return stronger and stronger, because where you're focused. So if you're focusing on that thing, so if you're fighting your thoughts, if you're fighting and resisting what it is that's within you, what you got going on, if you're fighting it, as you're fighting it, you're literally feeding it energy. Where your focus goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, manifestation soon follows. I talk about it in Cracking the Abundance Code. I talk about it in the second chapter when you're quantum leaping into your wealthy version of yourself. You definitely want, listen, grab a copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. Go ahead and do it. Y'all are about to buy me out. Y'all are about to buy me out. And I believe that we're gonna sell out this week. And it's Friday. Because we had people going in and ordering last night in the middle of the night. I woke up this morning and there were orders that I was like, oh my. So listen, go ahead and grab your copy, because we probably won't get a new batch in until the beginning of the year, because I'm just waiting on the publicists to do what they do, the publisher to do what they do, to send me these bad boys. All right, here we go. Resistance deepens whenever you approach your internal world with force rather than curiosity. If you begin to see something that you're not happy with in your subconscious reality, don't argue with yourself. Don't fight against yourself. Just simply ask yourself, why am I dealing with this? Why do I wrestle with this as an internal dialogue? What's going on in my space? What am I dealing with? We're already 100K. Wow, we already hit it. Congratulations, y'all. Congratulations. We really moving and right now. So here it is. You ask yourself again. Resistance deepens whenever you approach your internal world with force rather than curiosity. Be curious about why it is that you're wrestling with. Oh. Thank you, Mimi, for my hot chocolate. I truly appreciate that, because we need it. Well, not today. It's not so cold here today. But thank you. The subconscious mind responds to repetition, imagery, and emotion, not aggression. So when you want to shift and you want to change, you change the imagery. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. Come on, we're going to go ahead and celebrate Kimberly for grabbing her copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. That's a beautiful thing. Thank you, Kimberly. We're going to get that out to you today. Thank you, Sabali, for those Pop Fest. We like those. Thank you. Oh, I'm about to teach real good. Now I'm about to teach real good. Here we go. I got it up here. Okay. Again, the subconscious mind responds to repetition, imagery, and emotion, not aggression. Repeating the same negative story to yourself over and over again strengthens the neural pathways, just like repeating a skill. So as you constantly repeat over and over and over and over and over and over again. As you're constantly repeating the same internal dialogue, you're literally fighting it, you're struggling with it, you're giving more power, more beingness to it. And so it has more relevance in your life. Oh yeah, we can ship to God is good. We can ship that to Ethiopia. I see you. We can ship it to Ethiopia. We sure can. All right, excellent. Self-judgment. Now this is a big one. This is a big one, y'all. Self-judgment creates more fragmentation. You know how we can tend to be hard on ourselves? How we can be really, really hard on ourselves. When we're hard on ourselves, when we're hard on ourselves, it creates fragmentation because our heart is in one place, our head is in another place. We have separation. It creates interference patterns and it creates more fragmentation. While self-leadership, emotional regulation, and all of those wonderful things, thank you, Kimberly. Thank you for grabbing that daily heart me. All of those wonderful things creates unity. It creates coherence. And in a state of coherence, there's peace. As there's peace, as there's coherence, there's what? Easy manifestation. You become a magnet for the thing that you want to experience. All right, we're moving in the right ground. Listen, man, we cranking this thing today. If y'all are ready for part 6, put 6 in the chat. Put 6 in the chat. Thank you, Kimberly. I see you. I see you. As y'all are grabbing your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, I truly appreciate every one of y'all. This is a great time to do it, especially as you're entering into a new calendar year. It's a great time. It's a great time to add this to where you are. It's a great time to add this to your journey, to your becoming. So this is a great time. You definitely want to grab your copy. We're going to ship it out to you today. I'm going to keep this up, and I'm going to keep this up here while we're still talking about this amazing topic, because it's rooted in Cracking the Abundance Code. All right? Turning the inner war into inner leadership. Turning that inner war, that inner battle, into conscious effort where you begin to create something powerful. Inner leadership begins the moment you speak to yourself the way a wise mentor would speak to a rising champion, a seasoned veteran. Speak to yourself as if you are a nurturing, wise person. Have that internal dialogue that begins to guide you rather than persecute you. Have that inner dialogue that speaks volumes of safety, security, comfort, and power at the same time. And never allow fear, doubt, and worry to overshadow you in this calming of this inner battle. There's leadership. It always, anytime there's any internal conflict, there's a battle going within, there always needs to be the presence of leadership showing up. And that leadership has to show up in such a way that it speaks in soothing, encouraging, empowering, and uplifting voices. So inner leadership begins the moment you speak to yourself the way a wise mentor would speak to a rising champion. Leading yourself requires understanding your triggers, understanding the subtle nuances about yourself, understanding what makes you tick. What makes you tick? Thank you, Licia, for grabbing your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. We celebrate you too. Y'all celebrate Licia for grabbing her copy. I celebrate you for grabbing your copy of it. Leading yourself requires understanding of your triggers instead of reacting to them, judging them. I'm inspired right now and know what I want to do to achieve this portion. I'm glad. Oh, no, yeah, Nikki, there's work to do. There's work to do. There's work to do. Curiosity, and that's why I love this word curiosity, because curiosity is so unbiased. You see, when you address fear with curiosity, you say, when you begin to feel fear and you say, well, I'm curious. Why am I feeling this right now? What is the root of this fear? Instead of, oh my God, here I go again. I'm self-sabotaging myself. Here I go again. I'm procrastinating. Here I go again. Here I go again. Here I go again, enacting all of these limiting beliefs. That's what's keeping me in vibrational disharmony with abundance. Curiosity. Just look at things curiously. Curiosity interrupts the war because curiosity shifts the brain out of survival mode into receptivity. If you write anything down today, write this down. If you write anything down today, write this down. Write it, write it, write it, write it, write it. Curiosity interrupts. Curiosity interrupts the war in your mind, that battle in your mind. Curiosity interrupts the war because curiosity shifts the brain out of survival mode into receptivity. You always want to be in receiving mode. Healing, you're right. You're right, Janae. Healing isn't a destination. It's a way of walking through the world. It is a way of life. Success is not a destination. Healing is not a destination. Abundance, wealth, prosperity is not a destination. It's all a lifestyle. It's all a lifestyle. But when it comes to this internal battle and quieting the internal battle, you want to turn it off real quick? Curiosity. Curiosity. Your mind, literally, curiosity interrupts the war because curiosity shifts the brain from survival mode to receptivity. Self-leadership is not perfection. Come on in here. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. Self-leadership is not perfection. We've talked about perfection. We talked about perfectionism yesterday. The universe does not require your perfection. It requires your participation. It requires your participation. It doesn't require perfectionism. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to show up perfect. You don't have to do anything perfectly, because perfectionism is just another tool to cause you to procrastinate, which is another tool based upon the fear of failure. But you don't have to walk in that. You don't have to walk in that because we talked about that yesterday. You don't have to do that. So self-leadership is not protection. It is the art of guiding yourself gently back into alignment, because alignment is always going to be key. What would it feel like if you were to lead yourself with the same patience and grace you extend to other people? That you would extend to a 2-year-old. That level of kindness, that level of care. All of those things matter. All of those things matter so very much. And we have a few more minutes left. And this is good. And you know what? I'm going to, can we pin this and we come back on Monday and we pick up where we left off? We really did well today. Like, we covered a lot of ground. You know, I came in here and said that we were going to be in here for an hour and I was going to get out of here because I was tired. Look what happened. Look what happened. Look what happened. look what happened. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and pin that bad boy, and we'll be back on Monday with this piece. So listen, if any part, like I shared with y'all before, if any part of this conversation that we've been having, if it resonates any way with you, go ahead and grab your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. I pepped back up. That's what it is. I was tired. I was tired, y'all. Tired. Listen, when I tell you, y'all listen, y'all been getting, as the old folks say, y'all got the butter from the duck. For sure. And so listen, if you have not grabbed your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code, thank you everybody who have already grabbed your copy. But if you haven't grabbed that bad boy, go ahead and grab that. Listen, thank you, A-Town. I truly appreciate you over here. Thank you in the YouTube land. I'm gonna go ahead and unpin this as we think. Are you sure we're going to be off on Fridays in New Year? See, look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. Stop playing. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you, Amy. Go lie down. Go lie down after this. No, I have to pick up kids from school. Elena says, you have your oasis today. You inspired me to get my own little TP. What's TP? What does that mean? What does TP mean? You got to teach me that. What does TP mean? Yeah, I know, y'all. Let me go ahead and do this. And so let me, TP. Oh, okay. You know, like the little TP that you get in? Okay, all right then. Ah, excellent. Okay. Oh, so you have some indigenous action going on. Excellent. Thank you, Licia. Listen, don't y'all go anywhere here on TikTok. We about to have our after party and celebration that we can't do here on YouTube because YouTube, y'all have too many rules over there, and we can't party. They make them for children. I'm only 5 foot tall, so yeah, it's gonna work for you. You can get right on in there. You only 5 feet, you good to go. The same height as my mom. My mom is only 5 feet too, so you good to go. You can go right in there with the children. Thank y'all so much, YouTube. I truly appreciate you for being on with us today. Thank you, A-Town, for hanging out with us over here in YouTube land with your girl Janae. We really appreciate your presence. So make sure that you're back here on Monday. We're gonna be doing our Thug Thizzle with the part 2 of this bad boy. The other thing is, make sure. Listen, I can't remind you. Put in your calendars right now. Put in your calendar. There's 2 things. Put in your calendar before we let you go. YouTube and TikTok. I'll put both of y'all on point. The first thing I want you to do, Monday morning, every Monday morning at 9 a.m. in the Oasis. That's our channel on Discord. We are having our Monday morning meditation at 9 a.m. Make sure that you're there. Make sure that you're there. If you want to be a part of it, there are 2 ways to connect with us in the Oasis. And one is to become a super fan right here. And as you become a super fan, you automatically get into the Oasis. The other way that you get into the Oasis, you say, hey, AD, yes, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Rosie, excellent. The other way to get into the Oasis is you say, hey, you talk to one of the moderators. You say, hey, AD, I'm having some financial troubles. I'm having some technical difficulties, and I need some help to get into the Oasis. We'll help you to do that. So either talk to me, Fine Wine, or Mimi or Janae, and they will help you to get into the Oasis. So the other thing, go ahead. Yes, Elena, I'm about to do that right now. We are having, this is the other thing that you need to put in your calendars. Tuesday, December the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am hosting the virtual hypnosis experience. That's right, I am hosting, and this is probably the last day I'm going to discount it. I'm pretty sure it's the last day I'm going to discount it. All right, so here it is. Oh, no, not at all, sir. Not at all. Mister. Nah, not at all. In spirit. I'm in every way. We rich around this part every way. In the real world, in the bricks and sticks, in my bank accounts, my investment account, all of them, all of that right there. All right, but let me get back on topic. Y'all got me around there cutting up because it is Friday. This Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, December the 23rd, I am hosting a virtual hypnosis experience. For those of you who have never experienced hypnosis before, this is a great way to do it. And I need you to go ahead and you have to register for it. And as you register for it, all right, affirmations, I see you. Thank you for grabbing your copy of Cracking the Abundance Code. Let's celebrate affirmations for doing that. The virtual hypnosis experience, again, is December the 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, you have to register for it to be a part of it. And today is the last day that you'll be able to get it, because normally at $49, because normally it's $95 to be a part of it. Normally it's $95 to be a part of the virtual hypnosis experience. But if you go ahead and do it today, I'm giving it, if you use OMS 49 in the discount part, if you put OMS 49 in the discount part, you gain access to it. All right, excellent. And just follow the directives of our moderators. They will tell you exactly how to do it. I don't have to tell y'all where to go to get it. Y'all already know where to go. You know where to go. You know where to go. It's so simple. It says virtual hypnosis experience, and you use OMS 49 as the discount code. You get it for $49. So excellent. Thank y'all so very much. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all there. And this, oh gosh, the most important part, this month's theme, because I try to do these virtual hypnosis experiences every month, but I'm not always able to do it. But this month's theme is healing the inner child. It's so important that we heal the inner child. I'm telling you right now, especially for those of us who are looking to grow and to become and do better in 2026. And as you go into, as you grow and to do better in 2026, you definitely want to heal that inner child. And that's our focus and that's our theme for this month's virtual hypnosis experience. So thank y'all so much. That's what we're gonna do. YouTube family, we love you, but we about to let y'all go because we about to do our after party celebration over here on TikTok because that's how we get down over here. You know, we can be a little hood over here in the TikTok land. So that's what we want to do. All right, so follow the directives. Thank you so much, Janae, for being over here, keeping us safe and secure. Love all of you guys on YouTube. We'll be back on Monday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all have an amazing, amazing weekend. All right.